Are you a sheep, meaning are you follow everything and just do what everyone else does? Or are you a trailblazer, a leader, someone that likes to innovate and do things first? I find that agents, especially realtors, seem to run in these two camps. And it's interesting because you're seeing it online. I'm sure some of those of you that are in real estate also can see this happen. But I challenge you, those of you that are in social media and watching, and if you're watching YouTube, I would guess and venture that you also are on social media, meaning Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Watch and see if you see the same video, a different version of it over and over and over and over and over again. If some news clip happened, like the Fed doing a drop or interest rates going down, or some announcement came up, like whatever's going on with the NAR, or something's going on, and then all of a sudden this wave, the serious wave of the exact identical posts, commentary videos will show up over and over and over. And it's just a different agent, different city. And because I am friends with so many agents across the country, because I coach agents across the country with the Tom Ferry organization, and because I am a realtor and I do business with other agents, I see so many agents. So the general population may not see this, but I find it very interesting as a coach because I'm curious if they're really even processing what they're posting, or are they seeing it inserting, repeating, insert, repeat? Because there is a saying in our business that you can R&D, meaning rip off and duplicate, not R&D, content, listing paperwork, all that stuff. And that makes sense. Like documents are documents. You insert your logo and things like that. Because if it's a typical listing presentation with photography, you're doing all the same services. There really isn't that much that's innovative in that way. So I could see why people change that. But I would challenge you, if you are finding yourself being a sheep or a follower, try being a trailblazer. Because if you can trailblaze and be the first to post or make the content different and unique to you and your market, and why is this news so significant? What does it mean, instead of just regurgitating what you see there? Because one thing that's going on, I'm seeing, is that there's some not real good information going out, and it's not real clear on what that means to your client. So what's interesting is that, when a Fed does a rate drop, that has nothing to do, it is not in direct correlation in that moment in time. That does not mean that the mortgage is going to drop in that time. Actually, it went up after because it was in response. And if you could have explained that a little bit differently, or had a lender with you to do that content, I would challenge that it would change you as more of an expert in the market. It would differentiate you. So just wanted to point that out because I'm curious, those of you comment below that find yourself like saying that. I think the whole big thing was date the rate and marry the house was one that I kept seeing over and over and over again. And I mean, they're catchy and they're fun, and I'm not trying to show judgment or shade. I'm just questioning and pointing it out as a coach and as someone that consumes content. And I'm just curious, why do you think that is? Why do you think that agents want to develop original, curated content based on their market and who they serve, and answering the client of what they want, not just inserting what they think everybody else wants and making it about them because they just want to post something to post. So I think that's really important to think, because when you're doing posts and you're doing social media, and I did that as one of the critical systems on my 10 critical systems I accomplished in the 10 years of being an agent to make me a top producer, you can watch that video, is that I did social media as one of the critical systems because I do use it as a lead pillar. I use it for credibility because agents will look me up if they're going to refer me their friends and family. Clients typically will send their friends and family my social media. It's kind of like your online business card, really, if you think about it. A lot of times we're getting referrals, not just, by a phone call or a text. It's, hey, I have my realtor, she's amazing, here's her social, if you want to check her out and see what she's about. And that's an opportunity for people to learn about you, to hear how you speak, how you present yourself, if you're professional, how you live your life. Is there a commonality? Is there alignment for them? And that's when they figure out if they know you, they want to get to know you better, and if they can feel like they can trust you to be their agent. And I'm pointing this out because if you're just regurgitating content that's not really researched, or you don't have a full understanding of what that means, and just putting graphs up or data points up, and if you know what that means and you can translate it, good for you. And I applaud that, and that's amazing. And there are a lot of people that do that. But if you're just posting to post to get a post out there that day, I challenge you to challenge yourself to take that down and redo it and make it feel like, what does this mean for the buyer or seller in the market I'm in? Does this really affect them? Or how about you make a phone call and not just make a post, right? Follow up with a phone call and say, hey, I posted some things and this is what it meant if you happen to see it. And I challenge you on that because you know, things on social, people do interpret things when you post things out there. Just like you have people talk about their Instagram worthy life, and people see that and then they make a decision that your whole life is based on how your Instagram looks. And we both know, I mean, everybody knows that that's not real life. Even here, I'm shooting a video and you're only seeing this piece. Everyone seems to think this is like some tiny office room. Well, it's an extension of my bedroom. Maybe one of these days when I have some balls, I'll take you around and you can see how crazy my real life is, and we'll walk away from this talking head video. But I just point that out because I want people to understand that if you're curating this image where people are going to learn to know, like, and trust you and eventually use you as an agent or in business in any way, shape, or form, think about what you're putting out there. Don't just be a follower or posting. Think about that something that's original, or just be like entertaining and make people laugh, but educate them in a way that really resonates with them. And maybe you'll be able to attract the right client that you want to work with instead of just shoving things out that don't really mean anything to you. There is a saying that your vibe attracts your tribe. You hear it over and over again. Tom Ferry says it. Jason Pantana says it. A lot of people say that, and it's true because attraction marketing is a huge thing. It's about working with your people, meaning the people that align with you, the people you feel comfortable working with. And those deals, chef's kiss, right? Have you ever had a deal like that? Post below, comment below if you have. I'd love to know how many of you have had an amazing deal where you're like, that is my person I want to work with. So if that's the person you want to work with, I would challenge you to create all of your content based on that person. And that's something called creating your avatar, not just posting and regurgitating content like everybody else does, like a just sold, a just listed, because that's really about you and wanting to fill that space, like put something up on the bulletin board. It's not really digging deep and connecting with people. So that's something that I think that people are not bringing up enough, you know, points around. Like there's a lot of buzz stuff going on, AI, and you need to do this, and you need to do video, and you need to post. And I don't think people are really being intentional about what they're posting. They're just doing it. And I would challenge you to create more quality content that really resonates with you and your population that you're posting to, and your narrative of who you're trying to build your brand around. And I hope that helps, and good luck out there, and post some original content. Be a trailblazer, not a sheep or a follower.